Welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to do a short video on how to make a cyanotype just from a negative, from 35mm or from 120. If you like to learn and be inspired, join me on a quest of creativity, explore film, alternative processes and digital. Please subscribe and hit that notification button to get the latest videos every week. So in this tutorial I'm going to use Affinity Photo, which is pretty much the same as Photoshop. I'm taking one of my negatives from my film project, which I'm doing throughout the year on FP4, Ilford FP4. It's kind of my film project for the year, and I want to make a cyanotype of this image. It's a little bit grainy. There is quite some dark in it. It's a very simple image, and I would definitely recommend taking something simple first before trying something much more complicated. You need a really good, clean negative to make a good cyanotype and make a good impression. I hope, let me have a look in here. I'm going to zoom into the details of the tree. I hope that's not going to get too muddy on the print, but anyway, let's try it. Now the first thing you'll need to do is you want to flip that image. So we're going to flip it horizontally. Now I'm using Affinity Photo. It's the same commands for Photoshop. So we're going to flip horizontally. Then I'm going to press Apple I or Control I on your Windows machine. It's the same in Photoshop, and that makes it into a negative straight away. Now the next thing you'll need to do is to add a curve. So I'm going to add my curve in here. Where is it? Up here? Okay. And I'm going to make quite, not too much, but yep. There's a bit of trial and error, but that's the kind of curve I usually go for making cyanotypes. Next thing is to add a filter, a yellow filter, a kind of yellow-orange filter. Now to do this you need to be quite specific, so you want to go into the CMYK sliders, and for C it's 0, for M it's 55, K will be 0. So it's just a gentle slider. You want to print this out in color, of course, on your foliar or your transparency. So let's just have a look at our layers up here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, and the next thing is we want to print this. Okay, I've also just seen a little bit of white here, but that won't matter actually. There's a bit here, so I'm going to just crop it just a little bit, and I'm going to just crop it with the original constraints. Okay, just very simple. Is you invert your image to a negative, you flip it horizontally, and then put your filter on it. And then if I press my Apple key P, I open up my printing. I'm using a very simple photo printer. It's Photo Smart, nothing fancy. This is really very simple printer, and the thing is, you want to see those details. You want to get as much details out of this as possible, so you will need to bring your quality all the way up to the best. This is really important. And then you should have an option in here for transparency, and I do. Okay, so I am pretty much ready to go. I don't need two-sided. It's going to be color. Is there anything else I can do in here? Paper handling? No. Supplies, just have a look if my printer looks okay. So I'm going to print that out now. So once you've got your negative printed out, which I have here, there's a shiny side. That's the side will not print out on, and then there's a kind of a rough side. Now I've printed out my negative here. It's slightly orange in tint. That's perfect. So I'm going to do my cyanotype print on this with my UV box. Let's see what kind of result we're going to get. So after a couple of washes of the print, everything seems to come out really well, and I'm really happy with the detail of the branches and the trees. Now you're going to need to dry this print overnight just to see how it really looks. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've got something out of this video, and I hope it encourages you to go and make one of these beautiful cyanotypes. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell, and hope to see you on the next video. Goodbye.